It's very challenging for Ukraine to join the EU because they will have to implement a lot of reforms to align their standards with European ones. But of course, the biggest challenge of it all is going to be that war. What sort of country will it be, Ukraine, once this invasion comes to an end, if it comes to an end as well? Because different analysts are saying that this could be a hybrid conflict that will be there for several years. So let's see what will happen on the ground. But for the time being, this is an important message from the European Union. It marks a shift in terms of their stance towards enlargement. We had seen a freeze on European membership for several years, since 2013, and now we're seeing the shift in their rhetoric towards reopening the European door. So that's important in itself. But I have to say, Steve, that today's focus here in Brussels is actually on the economy. And the recent news that actually Gazprom was sending fewer gas flows to Europe, and those were reduced by about 60%. The fact that that is now at lower levels is adding new pressures on the European economy. We have seen the president of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, arriving here just moments ago. The president of the Eurogroup as well just arrived here moments ago as well, and they will be debating these economic pressures that the EU is facing at the moment, not just the Eurozone, but also the EU. And yesterday I asked the Prime Minister of Luxembourg what he makes of all of this, whether he thinks that Russia can actually cut all of its gas supplies to Europe overnight.
I'm fully aware that they can. They can. It's their choice, it's a natural choice, and they can close or they can open. The fact is, it shows that, in fact, last years we were not able to be more independent as a continent from others. So when life is nice, everything is okay. But when the situation gets more stressy, we see that we get into troubles too. So I know that we work together with Norway, we work together with Algeria, we work together also with LNG. We had the visit of President Biden here to speak about the energy topics, but we might have problems, that's a fact. We might have raises of prices, that's a fact. And we see that we are still dependent. And I can tell you that if we think sometimes that if we decide some things, this will be a decision where we are not able to agree. We need 27 to agree. In Moscow, one person can decide by himself to cut the energy for Europe. We should know it.
So let's see what European leaders will say this morning about this economic pressure coming from the fact that there's fewer gas flows coming from Russia to Europe. I have to say that the Chancellor of Germany, Olaf Scholz, is scheduled to arrive here in about 4 minutes' time. We will try to speak with him as well. But indeed, this is a very important subject for the EU, and it's not going to be the end of these discussions, Jeff, because Italy already asked for a summit next month to discuss the economic and the energy pressures that the bloc is facing, and several of the member states actually supported that meeting as well.